What is up, guys? This is David from Bronx Banter and coming at you with another big video. Now, this isn't breaking news. This isn't a deal that has unfolded, but this are rumors that can lead up to a deal, rumors that can lead up to more rumors, could all just be speculation. But at the end of the day, there has been rumors going around MLB that the Yankees have been linked and interested in acquiring Josh Hader. Now, I don't know about you guys. I'm a bit surprised about this. I was expecting, obviously, with us going towards the trade with Soto and the deal with Yamamoto, that it looked like we were pretty settled in on our relief pitching, especially after acquiring a few other low-key relief pitchers and seeing what they could do and turn around for us. I thought that was going to be our route for the relief pitcher role in the bullpen. I didn't think we were going to go out and be interested in getting big relief pitcher, big closer, arguably the best and biggest closer in all of MLB, Josh Hader. Now, we're not the only ones to be after Josh Hader. There are other teams, two most notable teams that are also after Josh Hader. This is also a part of that same rumor that we're linked to to Josh Hader. The Dodgers are also linked to Josh Hader, of course, and the Rangers. And of course, for the Rangers, I think, being unbiased, I think Josh Hader would be an amazing fit for the Rangers roster. The Rangers, their biggest weakness, even heading into the World Series, despite winning the World Series, was their bullpen, was their relief pitching. Now, Leclerc did his thing, and this isn't a Rangers show, but at the end of the day, the Rangers' biggest opportunity was their bullpen. So for them being linked to Josh Hader seems very likely, especially with the Rangers not making any big moves this offseason so far. I'm not surprised at all that they're linked. Now, the Dodgers, I have my opinions about the whole Dodgers thing. I'm maybe a little bit salty with the whole Yamamoto move, but just Dodgers, take a break. You've already taken enough from us. Let us get Josh Hader. Now, for those of you that don't know too much about Josh Hader or really anything about him, he's pitched for the Brewers, was an amazing piece for the Brewers. Then, of course, when the Padres were just making trades, making moves, making signings left and right, they traded and acquired Josh Hader. I'm not too sure who they gave up, but they got Josh Hader. Still was exceptional with the Padres when Hader went over. Did struggle in 2022. I'm not going to lie. He did struggle, but we were happy to see that he bounced back very well in 2023, going back to his original form, back to his great self, to being the top closer in all of MLB. And just to prove it a little bit more and not just going off of my own opinion and my own thought and bias, let me break down some of the statistics for you. Over the last 5 seasons, he led all relievers in F4 and led all of baseball in strikeout rate. Not just all relievers, but all pitchers, all of baseball led the MLB in strikeout rate, which is amazing, which is great, shows you his dominance. And he is for sure seen as the top closer in baseball as he's hitting free agency currently at age 29. So he's in the prime of his career, seeing what he could do. And if anything, relievers and pitchers in general tend to age very well versus other players. So we maybe haven't even seen the best of him, which is crazy to think because he's already incredible. And while he did all this and led all of MLB in strikeout rate and led all relievers in F4, all this in 5 seasons, he has been an all-star in all 5 seasons, if I'm not mistaken, and has won the Reliever of the Year award 3 times, 3 out of those 5 seasons as well. And now seeing that the Yankees are interested in Josh Hader, this does seem like, and I don't want to jump the gun or provide any breaking news from me or anything, but my speculation is it looks like the Yankees are definitely open, and this seems like some of the beginning moves to that supercharged bullpen that we're hearing about. Because if we were to get someone like Josh Hader, that absolutely is supercharging our bullpen by a lot. We wouldn't have to make any more bullpen moves, and we would have, and we already had a great bullpen. Our only question mark with the Yankees has been the closing role. We did the closer by committee role last year, and that did not work as planned. I don't think it was a complete nuke or bomb, but it definitely wasn't what we were expecting and hoping for. And I was honestly looking forward to see the productivity that we could have had from the closer by committee role last year, but it just didn't work. So it looks like the Yankees are pivoting to getting a solidified closer. We did it one time with Aroldis Chapman, getting a big closer like him. I think he was 28 or 29 as well when we signed him to a 5-year deal. That was a bit shaky towards the end in the second half of the contract, but I feel like this is going to be much different. Hopefully, me being a bit optimistic. But all that being said, with this supercharged bullpen rumor going around, speculation going around, this seems like it would be the start of it. or really the essence of it. And as I started thinking more and more as days go on about what this supercharged bullpen could be, could look like, and what it means for the Yankees specifically, I really like the implications of it. Because if you don't know, I mean, you should know. If you don't know, I'll keep you updated on a little bit about Aaron Boone and what kind of decisions he makes. Now, I do personally, I'm not in love with Aaron Boone, but I do respect him, and I am okay with him being our manager. Now, one thing Boone has been notorious for, he did it even the last time we made the postseason, is he gets trigger happy with the bullpen. He loves the lanes. He loves, and this is now no shade at Boone. He knows things that obviously I don't, but he picks lanes for players, and the analytics show him this, and maybe he gets a feel for it, whatever it is. But he tends, it seems at some points, to be pretty trigger happy with pulling guys in and out of the bullpen. He'll put them in for literally one out. Next inning starts, he has another guy in. So with this supercharged bullpen, if we have a bullpen with a lot of arms, a lot of reliable arms, a lot of strong arms, a lot of different kinds of arms that have proven to be successful, such as someone like Josh Hader and Clay Holmes outside of the closer role as a setup role, other arms as well, such as Loizaga when he's healthy, such as Ian Hamilton that has broken out this last year, and and Canely. I know I'm mentioning a bunch of other arms as well. This bullpen could look nasty. And this bullpen, if it is supercharged, would kind of buffer or really complement the managerial style of Aaron Boone being so trigger happy with the bullpen. We're going to be less likely to run out of arms. We're going to, whatever arm we turn to, it seemingly is going to be an effective arm with this supercharged bullpen if we get someone like Hader, and if we double down and get someone like Jordan Hicks that we've been linked to as well. So there's a lot of positive implications of getting this supercharged bullpen. Now, if we do get this supercharged bullpen going and we acquire someone like Hader and acquire someone like Jordan Hicks on top of that, doesn't mean we're not getting any starting pitching. We absolutely still need to get someone beyond just Frankie Montas, someone like a Montgomery's. Even if we get Montgomery and Montas, I would see that as acceptable if we still get that supercharged bullpen. I wouldn't be satisfied if we only get a supercharged bullpen, and I wouldn't be only satisfied if we only get someone like Montgomery or Frankie Montas. Now, Montgomery's amazing, but our starting bullpen has question marks, not only on the productivity of someone like Rodon, but also on the health of someone like Rodon, of Cortez, and even with our current fifth starter being someone like Beater or Warren, there's a lot of work we need to do. And if it starts with getting someone like Josh Hader and getting someone like Monty, or Josh Hader and Hicks, and getting that supercharged bullpen, we're looking very, very good, with a revamped, super deep outfield to a super deep infield as well. Now, maybe we don't have the ideal third baseman that we want. We have an aging DJ and a Peraza that may or may not be even on the roster. Who knows? We may be making some trade moves. I have some thoughts on that. He may be a part of those packages. We haven't even talked about Corbin Burns being a reality, which there has been analysts coming out and saying that, not that we're linked to him, but he would be a great fit for the Yankees, which I agree. So there's a lot of things that the Yankees could do. The Yankees have already done. And the next things to do is solidifying a bullpen with a closer like Josh Hader, and solidifying a starting pitching rotation that has a handful of question marks, a handful of talent, but also a handful of question marks, undeniably. And like I mentioned before and hinted at a little bit before with Aroldis Chapman, we also gave him a pretty strong big deal at the age of 28 or 29 in free agency. I believe it was like 5 years, 86 or 89 mil. I could be wrong. With that deal, we saw what he did the first few years. He was very successful. He was a Aroldis Chapman-like. But then eventually what ended up happening, there's drama ensued. There, from season to season, there was just choking in the playoffs, choking in the regular season, losing his closing pitcher role to someone like Clay Holmes. That no shot at Clay Holmes. If anything, shout out to Clay Holmes. Before becoming on the Yankees, he wasn't really barely even a setup guy or a known relief pitcher. So Aroldis Chapman, and seeing the last time we made a big deal like that, definitely didn't work out. And at the end of the day, it didn't work out because we didn't get a ring after giving so much money to one relief pitcher in a position that usually is very affordable, in the relief pitcher position, and in a position that is so volatile, as we saw with Chapman. one year being good, the other year being bad, and towards the end of his career just not working out and being kicked from the team. Now, I don't think this is something that will happen to Josh Hader. And now also news that came out about Josh Hader, whether this was from him directly or from his camp or from his agent, they did come out and say that he is looking to get more than the Edwin Diaz contract with the Mets, where Edwin Diaz got 5 years and a little over $100 million. That's around $20 million AAV. If he's getting more than that, what does that mean? Is he looking for a 6-year, 125? Is he looking for a 5-year, 115 or 125 or 120? Is he looking for a 25 mil AAV and it doesn't matter the years? Is he looking for a lot of years? Now, I don't think I'll be surprised if any contract goes beyond 6 years, unless you're the Dodgers, because the Dodgers are seemingly doing whatever. But someone like, if we were to land someone like Josh Hader, I don't see us going past the 6-year mark. So is it a 6-year 125, 130? Is it a 5-year 120? What does this look like? Is it just a 4-year 30 mil AAV, 120, just insane contract for a relief pitcher? I don't know. I don't think it would be the latter. I think it would be more of the 5-year, just maybe 120 or I'm doing quick math, but around 25 mil AAV. This is a lot. It's a lot for a pitcher that's going to come out every other night, maybe pitch 1 or 2 innings, maybe blow a save, maybe most likely not, because he's just the best closer in baseball. A lot of you have been asking, we need a closer like Mo. Now, I don't think there'll ever be a closer like Mo ever again in the history of time, because Mo is a legend. He's the greatest there ever will be, there ever has, and there ever will be. But this is the closest we could get in today's game, is getting someone like that. It would have been someone like Emmanuel Clase from the Guardians. Some of you have been saying we should trade for him, but he's struggled as well. He seems to get a lot of saves, but he blows a lot of saves. And I don't know what that's going to look like, not just from the Yankee fandom, but just in the Yankee spotlight of the pressure that's going to be put on him. Last thing I want is for Emmanuel Clase to be on the Yankees, blow a save in the playoffs, and we just got a Chapman 2.0. Now, I'm not saying that's the case, but I just don't want something like that to happen. Someone a little bit more reliable, despite his struggle in 2022, is someone like Josh Hader. Yes, we're paying a lot. Yes, he may struggle in his last year, maybe not. But even if he struggles in his last year, what matters is if we could give him 5 years over 100 mil, 6 years over 100 and something mil. If he could get us 1 ring, every penny of that contract, despite overpaying him, will be worth it. And the Yankees have shown they got money. Obviously, we all knew that. That was not a doubt. They have money. They flashed it to Yamamoto. Now, I'm not saying they're going to give 300 mil to Hader, but with 300 mil, just spitballing here, you give 100 and something to Josh Hader. You give 150 to Monty, maybe around there. And then you could sign, and I know a lot of you don't like Frankie Montas, but this is just a depth move. You could sign Frankie Montas to a super cheap $5 million contract with incentives, maybe $7 million contract with incentives if he hits a certain amount of innings pitched. Who knows? But right there, that's all the money that you would have spent on Yamamoto, you're giving to 2 great players and 1 somewhat serviceable pitcher for depth. Very doable. That doesn't also include any other money that the Yankees have on top of that, which we know they do. So the Yankees has got to get busy. I want to turn these rumors into reality. Let's make it happen, Yankees. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think this will stay a rumor? Do you think this is going to possibly become a reality? Do you want this to become a reality? Do you want to shy away from super expensive relief contracts? Do you think it'll work out? Do you think this will be another Chapman? Do you think he's going to just be way better? Let me know what you guys think. No offense. I don't want to hear the whole comment of him not coming to the Yankees because of his long hair. I could be mistaken, but I'm pretty sure when he first came up in the MLB, he had short hair. And I'm honestly tired of talking about the facial hair policy. Listen, I love facial hair. You see me with my beard, but at the end of the day, money talks. So the Yankees better start talking, and talking pretty well, pretty loudly. If we were to lose to the Dodgers a second time on a pitcher, a big pitcher too, oh my gosh. And I know I'm jumping the gun, but that would hurt a lot. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Hey, what is up, guys? If you liked this episode, please make sure to like it, comment down below, and subscribe. And watch what YouTube suggests would be a great video for you. You're not going to want to miss all the latest Yankees news and topics going on. Listen, Judge wants you to subscribe. The Martian wants you to subscribe, so make sure you do. And until next time, peace and be blessed.